How's it going, guys? We are back with another video here, and this video is going to be one that people have been asking me about. Make one on best goalies. Guys, it is hard. It's really hard to really pinpoint 1-2 goalies that are beneficial and are going to actually save you games, okay? So I made a list here today that the goalies that I've also used. I've used most of these goalies, or I've heard a lot of other people have great success with these goalies. Alright, so I guess a big disclaimer is just because I recommend these goalies doesn't mean they're going to save the day. Right now, goalies seem to be pretty poor right now in Hut. Just seems like a lot of goals are going in typically. I think defense is going to be really the thing you have to focus on first. You can't really expect a goalie to save you and bail you out in every game because that's just not realistic. But I think these are the goalies that can bail you out the most. So I made a video on it, alright? So here we go. We're going to go over to the auction house right now. Of course, we're going to start with it. And we're going to go to browse the auctions. I have a list made up right here. Okay, and we're going to start with, you know, one of the greatest goalies of our generation, actually. It's my generation, I should say, because I'm younger. But we go over to the Montreal Canadiens. Alright, and we have CAREY Price. He's the one we're looking at first, okay? So he's actually one of the most expensive cards in the game. Goalies, actually, I believe he is the most expensive goalie in the game currently. Goes for about 30K, and here he is. He is 6'3", 215. It feels like he's very in position. He just feels like very solid in net. Many times I've played against him, he's actually stonewalled me, and many times I was like, all right, what is happening? I mean, like, who is this goalie? And then I was like, wow, it's Price. Price played well. I mean, I've seen this card play very well. I've actually used him before. He's played well. He's a good goalie. He's definitely a very good option for you guys. I think CAREY Price is fantastic, really, to tell you the truth. I think Price is really good. He's the most expensive, but doesn't mean that he's the only option. I have other options for you guys, and let's go to those options now, okay? So we're going to then next go to the Vegas Golden Knights. I'm not talking Marc-Andre Fleury either. We're talking Robin Lehner, okay? So pick your poison, of course, whatever you can afford, but the 84 Robin Lehner is really the one we're going to look at right now. He's very good from what I've heard, of course. I've been using his 83, actually, and his 83 is very good, so I'm assuming his 84 is even better. 6'4", 240, Lehner, you know, he's good. He's a very good goalie in game, and yeah, I recommend him for sure. His speed is pretty solid. His high for his glove is good. I mean, there's a lot of good stats on this card. His positioning is good with 85. His aggression is kind of high, but doesn't really matter anymore. He's just been good. You know, he's just been a good goalie, and I recommend Robin Lehner to you guys, absolutely. Like I said, 84, 83, whatever you can afford, he's good. That's all I know. I've been using his 83 for a little while now, and he's been good. He's really just been good, and you can get his base card for like, yeah, 2K basically. So sounds like a pretty good deal to me. I mean, I would simply work on trying to get Robin Lehner if you can. But again, we got another option here. It's not just Robin Lehner, of course. We have good old from the Arizona Coyotes. It's not Ronta. It is Darcy KUEMPER 81 overall edition, okay? Now, this was actually one of my first cards I used as well. First goalies I've used. Nasher, I know, is a big fan of him as well. 81 overall at 6'5", 215. Darcy KUEMPER is a pretty good goalie. He is very flexible. I mean, I know it's a funny word to use, but he's just quick. You know, he's very quick. He's very athletic. I think that was the word I really meant to use. Yeah, he's been good. I know for a fact. I did use him for a little bit. I've just been really rotating through a lot of different goalies. Honestly, part of the reason I've really gone through so many different goalies are, I mean, some of them weren't playing that well, but also the fact I wanted to make a video trying to break down the best goalies that I've seen and used and played against. So, yeah, I mean, it's tough. I mean, KUEMPER's good. Goalies, guys, in general, goalies are hard to figure out. Again, not every goalie is going to be working for you. Defense is a factor on how you play it, if you play it. I mean, it just depends. Like, I'm not that amazing at defense. So, you know, sometimes I need my goalie to actually be big for me, but just in general, it all depends what you're looking to do. Okay, moving on to the next one here. It's going to be actually right off the new Stanley Cup champions. It's going to be ANDREI VASILEVSKIY. He's also one of the more expensive goalies in the game right now. Second to CAREY Price. Around 25K right now he's going for. Andrei Vasilevskiy at 6'3", 216. He's amazing. He's amazing. I played against him many times in game, and I can tell you right now, he's a great goalie. A goalie that definitely I've had many issues with early on. There's been times like, oh my god, can I score already? But yeah, he's usually pretty good. I definitely recommend Vasilevskiy. I mean, it makes sense. He really should be good in game. Vasilevsky's one of the best goalies in the whole NHL. I mean, he's a Stanley Cup champion right now, so you can argue he's the best right now in the league. I think he personally is. But yeah, I feel like Vasilevsky's fantastic. Him and Price are definitely good, but I think Vasilevsky would probably be better than Price if we're comparing goalies right now, and to be honest. But you know, it's all opinion. It's all depending on a lot of things. You could have an amazing first 5 games of Price, whereas, you know, you try Vasilevsky for the first 5 games, and it's not as good of an experience. It's just tough. It really is just a tough one. So that's what we got for that. Vasilevsky, he's a good one. Definitely recommend him. All right. Then we have the next one here, and that is going to be from the Pittsburgh Penguins. Well, actually, technically not the Pittsburgh Penguins, but he's still in the collection as that is the Matt Murray. Okay, so Matt Murray, very cheap as well, which is really nice, but Matt Murray is going for about $2K right now on the marketplace. So, I mean, another thing I'm really trying to like focus on in this video for you guys as well is like, I know you can't all afford Price or Vasilevsky, so that's why there's different like kind of ranges and prices of these goalies. So I'm trying to help you guys out and, you know, in every way. So here's Matt Murray, about $2K you can pretty much get him for. 6'4", 178. He's kind of a smaller goalie, but a good goalie. I can vouch. Many people have really claimed to enjoy this card. I played against him a couple times where I was, you know, getting stonewalled. So I do believe Matt Murray is a good option as well for you guys in net. Yeah, I mean, Matt Murray, I feel like it was last year NHL 20, guys. He had I forget what kind of card it was. It was like the first event of NHL 20 in Hut. And there was like an 86 Matt Murray card, and he was absolutely fantastic. But as more good cards were released, you know, it didn't become so good. Matt Murray I enjoyed a lot last year in NHL 20, and so far in 21 he's been good as well. So I definitely think Murray is one of the better options you can choose. So I definitely recommend that. And yeah, I mean, I just simply think I think he's a great option, Murray. I just really do. I really do. Okay, moving on to the next one. The next one also is a pretty high-rated goalie, one of the higher ones in the game, but he's also stonewalled me many times where I was like, what is happening? All right, so it's going to be John Gibson. He's fairly expensive, but kind of in the middle of the Price and Vasilevsky range, so he's around 8 to 10K it looks like right now. I can get it for 8K. That's pretty good, actually. He's 6'3", 207, John Gibson. I'm a fan of this card. As he should be, because in real life, he's very good, John Gibson. People were saying, like, why is John Gibson so high rated? I mean, you guys know on the West Coast how good this guy is. He's a special goalie. The Ducks are not the best team right now, so I feel like John Gibson doesn't get a lot of help, but he's a good card. Things that I really like to see on his card is the aggression being 91. His positioning is 87. That's pretty high as well. Glove high, 85. I mean, he's got great stats, really. For an 85 overall goalie, he's got great stats. I really think this goalie, Gibson, is a good card. He really is. I feel like if you really want me to rank goalies, I mean, I'd put him right with Vasilevsky and Price. There's just a bunch of good ones. There's a bunch of good goalies. You gotta try them out, right? Not every goalie's gonna work for you, but for me, my top 3, I mean, it just really depends. You can really mix them up. And every goalie I'm showing you right now, I actually do trust, and I think they're goalies that you can win games with them. I truly believe. Yeah, are all these goalies going to make every stunning cross-crease save or desperation save? No, of course not, but they're going to make saves, and that's the key. You know, you just need some saves sometimes, because right now in NHL 21, a lot of goals are going, and again, if you're not the best at defense especially. So that's John Gibson, and now we're going to move on to the final goalie here, and we're going to search the NHL Alumni Association. I think some of you guys might know where this is going. Don't say bias either. I'm not biased. It is going to be Martin Brodeur, okay? Now, Martin Brodeur, he's expensive. That's one thing I gotta say. He's definitely expensive, but he is good. I do have him, actually, and I played against him in another crazy game today where I could have scored at least 9 goals, probably, and I only scored like 4. So, he's a good goalie. 6'2", 220, the GOAT, in my opinion, in real life. Best goalie of all time, but I know some of you guys can probably say you're stupid, Hashik, wah. Listen, you guys have your opinions. I'm a Devils fan. I would always think Brodeur is the best. But he's got Distributor as well, which is a great synergy. It's a speed synergy, so that's a great one to have on Marty. But his positioning is 86, his aggression is 92, so he's not going to be really, like, you know, sitting there not trying to make saves, that's for sure. He's going to be aggressive. His speed's only 83, but his vision's 86. His poke check should be a little higher, I think, because, I mean, he's kind of pretty good with his stick, right? So that's only at 80, but yeah, Brodeur's a good card. I really like Brodeur's card. And yeah, I mean, to me, that really, I would say that Brodeur is up there with all these goalies. I mean, all these goalies that I really broke down, they're at a pretty similar level. They're not exactly all the same, of course, because, you know, I mean, why would anyone use, you know, just one goalie? I mean, they're all, every goalie's hit or miss in NHL in general, and I feel like NHL 21 right now with all the goals that are going in, it's a little confusing, a little complicated right now. But I think these are the best goalies as of October 18th, 2020. So, yeah, I mean, you guys let me know what you think. I mean, am I stupid? What other goalies have been very good for you as well? Let me know in the chat, in the comment section down below. Because, I mean, I'm definitely willing to hear what you guys have to say. And, again, this is all just opinion. I mean, I'm not saying this is 100% fact. Just my opinion on what I've experienced so far in HUT. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But, as always, guys, thanks for watching. Leave a like, subscribe. If you're new to the channel here, follow me on Twitch, Henreek, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Henreek with 3 E's. Join my Discord to talk to me, followers, and subscribers of the channel. And guys, I have a Twitter giveaway going on. I'm giving away a copy of NHL 21 on the Xbox only. Go to Twitter, retweet that tweet, and I have an opportunity to win a copy of NHL 21. You can win it for yourself, win it for a friend, do whatever you want with it. Sell it on eBay. I don't really care what you do with it. If you win, you win. Fair enough. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.